Hello students, the normal to the curve y is equal to tan 3x plus pi by 2 at point P with the coordinates small p comma minus 1 where small p lies from 0 to pi by 6 meets the x-axis at point A and the y-axis at point B. So we have to find the exact coordinates of the midpoint of the line AB. Now, to answer this question, we'll first see that the point coordinates which they have given is p comma minus 1. So that means when the value of y is minus 1, the value of x is p. So that means we can write tan of 3p plus pi by 2. So if we solve this out, so the tan inverse, so we can write it as tan inverse of minus 1, and that's equals to 3p plus pi by 2. So if we solve this, so the value of p that we got is equals to pi by 12. So now, first we write down the function that's given to us. So y is equal to tan of 3x plus pi by 2. So if we find the derivative of the function, which is dy by dx, so we got it as sec square 3x plus pi by 2. And into the derivative of what is given in the bracket, which is 3. So that gives us the slope of the tangent at that point. So that means if I'm writing when the value of x is pi by 12, so if I'm putting x equals to pi by 12 over here, so the value that we get is dy by dx is equals to 3 sec square. In place of x, if I'm writing pi by 12, so it becomes pi by 4 plus pi by 2. So pi by 4 plus pi by 2, so that's root 2. So that means it becomes 3 into 2, which is 6. So that's the slope of the tangent at that point. So if I'm finding the slope of the normal, so that's just the negative reciprocal of the slope of the tangent. So that means that is equals to minus 1 by 6. So if I'm finding the equation of the normal, so the formula that we'll be using is y minus y1 equals to slope of the normal into x minus x1. So if I'm using this formula, so where x1, this is the value of my x1 and y1 is minus 1, which they have given in the equation. So that means the equation of the tangent becomes y plus 1 equals to minus 1 by 6 into x minus pi by 12. So if I'm talking about to find out the x-intercept, so we'll put y equals to 0, and once we are finding y-intercept, so we are putting x equals to 0 in the given equation. So if I write x equals to 0 over there, so the value of y that I got is equals to pi by 72 minus 1. Similarly, if I'm finding the x-intercept, and I'm putting y equals to 0 in the above equation, so the value of x that we got is equals to pi by 12 minus 6. So now we have to find the midpoints of these two coordinates. So we can write the coordinates as 0, pi by 72 minus 1. This is one of the coordinates. And the other coordinate that we got is equals to pi by 12 minus 6 comma 0. So if I'm finding the midpoints, so if there are two coordinates, which is x1 y1 and x2 y2, so the coordinates of the midpoint should be x1 plus x2 divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So that's a simple arithmetic mean between abscissa and ordinates. So if I apply that formula over here, so the coordinate for the midpoint that I got is equals to pi by 24 minus 3 comma pi by 144 minus half. So that's the final answer to the given question. Now, if I go by the marking scheme of the question, so you get 2 marks for getting the p-value correct. Now, for the derivative to be correct, which we have written over here, you get another 2 marks for this. Now you get a single mark for getting the value of dy by dx correct and ultimately getting it for the slope of the normal. So if you write the equation of the normal correct, you get another 1 mark for this. Now 1 mark each for calculating the intercepts correctly, and the final 2 marks for getting the midpoint of A and B correctly. So this is how the marking scheme gets distributed for this. Thank you, students.